Hello, beautiful budgeters. Today we are going to plan for our April budget. My name is Jenny with Budget Determined. We are currently working on debt repayment of just over $100,000 in consumer debt, as well as a mortgage after that. The mortgage is not the focus at this time though, consumer debt definitely is. If this is your first time to my channel, hey, welcome. Please join the journey and give me your thoughts down below. Click like, subscribe, and the bell notification to let you know when I upload the next video. And if you're coming back to my channel, hey you guys, thank you. You are now becoming part of my family. I love my returning people and I'm welcoming growth in this journey, and that's what this whole journey is about. It's absolutely about growth, learning from each other, and improving our situations and helping each other out. So if that's something that interests you, let's get this going. Again, everybody. The weather here has been absolutely beautiful. We've had some really cold nights. I live in the Pacific Northwest and the weather is absolutely all over the place right now. How is the weather where you guys are? And I'd love to know what area you guys are coming from. And yeah, I've lived all over the United States and Canada as well, and so I know a lot of the different areas, so many different climates and weather currents, I guess you would say. I'm definitely a Pacific Northwest girl. I love all of my seasons, even though all the seasons don't like me. I have chronic illness and the weather definitely affects it. I've got aggressive rheumatoid arthritis as well as fibromyalgia, and those are the main things that affect me. Do any of you guys struggle with medical difficulties, or is your financial challenge in a different way? Medical is definitely a focus of ours. So let's just get right into it. April. This is kind of how I do my setup. I am currently working with the Legend Budget book, and it's a little bit more on the simple side and only kind of accommodates, I guess you can accommodate for 4 paychecks here. It's got 4 different lines in the income area. Well, actually 5. I break it up to kind of personalize it for what works for us. We get paid once a month. We're a low income family, household of 5. We have more children than that, but they are grown and out of the house. So we still currently have 3 under the age of 18 at home. And so that is the budget that we are working with. My husband works full-time as a first responder, and I work as a first responder as well. So we are going to get right into this. I kind of break this right up and section it off between savings, bills, debt, and everyday life. I also have our sinking funds section and our savings challenges. Savings challenges we don't really worry about, not with our base budget when we're budgeting. We figure that out after we actually know what our paycheck is going to be, because even though we would love to stuff savings, savings is not the number one priority. Number one priority is paying our bills and keeping them current for starters. And then after that, we do the savings and the debt repayment. So this month we are working with a base budget, which means it's the lowest income that I absolutely know that we will get between myself and my husband. And that's what we budget with. And then after we actually get paid and we know what money is coming in, then we disperse it and figure out what is happening with the rest of the money or what we have to make up if something does come up short for some reason. But we plan ahead, try to get ahead of the game a little bit, and go from there. We are continuing to work with the same as we did in the past, and in March we expect, well, this is for April, but $2,500 will be the base expected for my husband. For myself, it will be $1,830. Mind you, this is for an entire month. This is not, we don't get paid weekly, we don't get paid bi-weekly. It is one paycheck a month. So it should be $4,330. So 2,500 plus 1,830 equals 4,330. So 4,330. When we actually get paid, we'll write our actual here and we'll write the difference and we'll work that out. So how we're going to do it, in our emergency fund, we always do 100. So 4,330 minus 100. And in our regular savings this month, so if you followed my journey in the past, this year we've had kind of a plot twist, and if you hear the humming in the background, that is space heaters heating our house right now, as our heat pump and furnace went out in our house. We have to pay for a whole entire new heating system. So we've gotten approved for the loan. We had a loan, a personal loan that covered a little bit of our kitchen remodel that we did last year. And so what they did is they lumped on the new loan to cover the heat pump and the new heating system on with our kitchen loan. It is our highest interest loan right now, and it's 7.49% interest, and that's the one that we're working on tackling. And that loan is, of course, has gone up. The payment has gone up now, and so that is affecting the overall disbursement, that and inflation. Yeah, it's definitely going to affect what we can contribute to sinking funds. We'll see how things go once we actually get paid, though. So normally we put $100 towards regular savings as well, which kind of is a mini savings account that once it hits a certain amount will transfer the overflow into emergency fund, etc. But it kind of acts as a mini buffer for starters. And normally, like I said, we normally put $100 into it, but this time with the increased cost of gas and groceries and also the increased payment on the loan, which raised it about $105 a month, we are not putting $100 towards our regular savings this month. We are only going to be putting $10. So minus 10. Total savings will be 110 there. And this will be the same, 100. Okay. This just helps me set it up in a nice straight row so it's easy for the calculations. Our mortgage payment, we do $1,000 a month. I need to put my little dollar signs in there. Do you guys have any big plans for the springtime? Okay, and so for our power bill, we do $260. We're on comfort billing, so we know what our bill is going to be every single month. They reassess it once a year, and we pay whatever that is. But it keeps us on a regular bill system every single month, which keeps it nice so that we don't have like a $600 bill one month and an $88 bill another. Our auto insurance is $260. Our phone, this will be for both my husband's phone and my phone, is $100 a month. We don't owe on our phones, we just pay the payment every month for the service. Our city bill, which includes our water, sewage, and garbage, $90 a month. For TV, such as streaming, we don't have Netflix anymore because they raised their prices, so we broke up with them. And but we have stuff like Hulu and Amazon Prime and stuff like that. But I don't like if it goes and adds up to more than $50 a month, then we have to cut something. We're not going to pay for more than $50 a month in TV streaming programs. So, and then for our internet, we pay $40 a month. Now, let's just do it this way. Okay, so 1,000 plus 260 plus 260 plus 100 plus 90 plus 50 plus 40 equals $1,800 for our bills. Okay, and for our debt, for our personal loan, like I said, our payment went up $105, and before we were paying $375. So now the new payment for this loan, this is the base payment, does not include any extra overage, no snowball, no avalanche, no nothing. That we keep track of on something else. So our regular payment is $480. And for my vehicle payment, we pay $570. I know that seems a little bit high. We have a shorter period time of loan that we're doing on top of the fact that we also added extra warranties and stuff on my vehicle. So all of the mechanical stuff, all the repairs, whatnot, everything beyond general maintenance such as brake pads and stuff like that, everything is covered 100% for 10 years. So it gives us a lot of peace of mind, and that's all part of that. So I'm okay with that for short term. It'll be nice to get rid of it, but it's short term. Okay, and Prowler, that will be our RV trailer, and that payment is $265 a month. Then my husband has a quad, his four-wheeler. We live kind of out in the boondocks where we can go riding in the woods and find herbs and plants and stuff out in the woods and see the wildlife. It's pretty awesome. That payment is $211 a month. So for debt payments, our base payments, this does not include any overage. This one is just painful. I tell you what, I hate this one. But like I said, we're working on paying it off. It's going to change, and we're going to be very, very aggressive at it. So the total for our debt payments is $1,500, ouch, and $26. Normally in the everyday life, spending money, that is my husband and my spending money. We each get the same amount of spending money every month, and just to blow, like no judgment, no rules, no nothing, however you want. And normally we do $60 each for the whole entire month. This year, because of the, not this year, but this month, because of the increased costs and change in the debt payments and stuff, we are adjusting that a little bit. Now we might go back up to the 60 once we actually get paid. We'll see what happens, but for now we're going to do $40 each, so $40 each for both of us will be $80 in spending money. For groceries for the whole entire month, we are going to do $400. We cook from scratch and we buy in bulk where we can. We also have a food stock up sinking fund, so when we can, we buy extra above and beyond this $400 a month. And so our grocery bill is not technically $400 a month. This is just what we budget monthly. Other than that, it's from saving up for bulk spending and whatnot. And like I said, we save money by cooking from scratch, baking, doing freezer meals, etc. But it's all non-processed, not store-bought, pre-prepared. We make it ourselves on days we do like a prep day and stuff every once in a while when we can. We have not gotten on a regular schedule. If you guys have a favorite freezer meal or easy snack to go that is cost effective and stuff, I would love to try new recipes. So I mean, yeah, absolutely share recipes down below, and I'll do a day where I show you guys a little bit of what I do on the cooking and baking from scratch for freezer meals. I just did a freezer lasagna the other day, and with some meat we had left over that needed to be used up. So it makes it great. It doesn't let the food go to waste. It gets us a little ahead in the game so that on an evening that we don't have the time to prepare anything, we can just pull that out the night before and pop it in the oven, and voila, a pretty quick meal without a whole lot of work. And also we don't have the cleanup because we had the cleanup when we made it, so it doesn't have as much cleanup. So, and in gas money, we are going to do $300. I am going to specialist physical therapy, occupational therapy for my rheumatoid arthritis, trying to continue working as long as I can and extend my career out. I have difficulties working 8-hour stretches and not being able to pace myself as my body needs. My hands will seize up and joints will get swollen and stuff. It's not fun. But so we're trying to figure out ways for me to maintain and, oh, you can hear my dogs barking in the background. I'm sorry, guys. They're barking at the neighbors. Just trying to extend out my work future, not my work history. Okay, so in miscellaneous, we are just going to do $10. This would be for stuff like toilet paper and hairspray and whatnot around the house that we need. We don't really need much of anything right now. Toilet paper we buy in bulk, and so we're good for the next bit. So for pets, this is for pet food and whatnot. We are going to do $20. And then for our kids, the 3 kids that live in our household, we give them a commission. So they get $1 for each year of their age. So I have a daughter who's 16, so she gets $16 a week. We have them every other week, and so we only do the commission for the half of the time that we have them, so for 2 weeks. And basically it's a commission, not an allowance. If they don't do their chores and they don't do them well with good attitudes, then they don't get their commission, or they get docked part of their commission. So that totals $78 between all of the kids. So for our everyday life, so we're gonna do $80 in spending, $400 in groceries, $300 in gas, $10 miscellaneous, $20 in pets, and $78 for commission equals $888. Okay, and like I was saying with the gas, with the physical therapy, we live out in the boondocks. We have to drive quite a ways to go to those appointments, so we have to do a higher gas per month. This gas probably doesn't seem like that much to some of you guys, but more to others, just depending on where you're at and where your cost of gas is. Our general cost of gas here is just a little bit over $4 a gallon. So still painful, but not as bad as some people are having to deal with. So if we take our $400 $4,330 minus the 110 minus the 1,800 minus the 1,526. Oh, I am adding. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. $4,330 minus 110 minus 1,800 minus 1,526 minus 888 equals, we have $6 left. Not a lot to go towards sinking funds, but like I said, this is just our base budget. Once we actually get paid, and my husband always gets overtime of some kind, we just never know how much, then we will add more to the sinking funds and add some to the savings challenges, etc. Just kind of depends on what we do, what we end up actually getting. But we like I said, we have to budget to pay for the bills and to not scrimp ourselves too tight on living expenses, though we live very frugally anyways. So $6 left in sinking funds. That is going to go towards medical. We're going to do $4. I have copay every week for my physical therapy right now, and that's $40. So I'm gonna have to work out something with side hustle money, etc. But we will work it out. We always have something, little challenge to work out. Bring it. We got this. Okay, and then food stock up. I'm gonna put that other $2 too, just because, yeah, food is life. So anyways, and then so minus 6. So zero-based budget. This equals here $4,330. So that is basically our plan for April. And then if we go over here, I'm going to keep track of our grocery. We're just getting this set up for the new month. I have some budgeting stickers. I had some budget stickers that came with this Legend budget book, and I can't exactly tell you for certain because I have a couple. These two sheets are not the same size. So one of them is from the purchase of this budget book, and the other one is I got the Clever Fox planner stickers. They're for the budget and financing. So, and I really like them. They have a really nice selection. But for over here, we're going to keep track of our grocery purchases up there. We're going to keep track of our fuel purchases right there. And then over here, let's keep track of our side hustle. Let's just do a lot of cash. There we go. Sorry about the traffic, you guys. We'll grab out our washi tape. What's this? It's kind of sticking to me. Let's see if I can do this. That's still too long. I am not very good at being straight, you guys, so there we go. we'll go with that. Just kind of set it up, make it good for organizing, keeping track. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different for a planner in the future. I do actually like this one though. It's not bad for a simple one. I really like to kind of personalize ones a little bit. I'm not going to follow the rules on this one. What is your guys' favorite planner? I'm actually thinking about doing like a kind of a ring planner so I can print out and personalize it a little bit, kind of almost like a half like a bullet journal, but partially not, if that makes any sense. Because I really, nothing that anybody else has pre-prepared has ever fit the bill for absolute, complete, optimal planning for me. Do you guys run into that same problem? So this is gonna be groceries. And I'll look back at my previous months. What did I say we budgeted for it? 400, right? Yes, 400. So I'll go 400 there. This is going to be a pay date of April 1st. And April 1st. And gas. And this one we're doing 300. And then I'll just keep track of whenever we get fuel and do the deductions and stuff down here. Over here we're just going to put where we actually get our paychecks so that we can show what our disbursement is. So April actual income. And then I'll write that there. And we'll do the breakdown. We'll deduct each one of these sections here in the corresponding colors. And then we'll also show where we work out whatever the remaining money is going towards. Over here we're going to do our side hustle. And all of our side hustle money, we're not taking any profit to add to what we do for our monthly here at all, other than half of the money that I take from income from my Etsy shop sales, which I'll link my store down below. Half of the money I take for income goes towards sinking funds and savings challenges. It's all saving. And then half of it is going towards debt repayment. So it doesn't go towards anything else whatsoever. We are here on a mission to make progress. So this is going to be side hustle. Income. And then over here we're going to do side hustle, money disbursement. Right? Is that what I want to do? Now Let's just go distribution. Okay, and then that way we can just kind of keep track of where that side hustle money is going. So I can look back and say, yeah, it went towards this purpose, it went towards what it was supposed to, it had this effect, etc. Got us towards our goal. And there we go. We are all set up. At the end of the month, I'm going to do our new debt balance, show how much we paid off from the month prior. This month, at the end of this month when we do this, it's not going to look very good compared to the last one, because last month we didn't have the loan for the furnace and heat system on. We're hoping to get that heat system put in this next week, this coming week. We're waiting to hear from the guy for when everything he needs to install it arrives. And so this number is actually, this change is going to be in the plus. It's not going to be in the negative like what we want it to, because our debt actually went up, not down, unfortunately. So, but we'll, from there on out, it'll be is the numbers that we'll want to see is going down. And then we're also going to put down what we saved between our sinking funds and between our sinking funds and between what we saved for our emergency fund and whatnot. So, and then I'll also go over and assess what I'm proud of that we did and where we can improve, etc. We're still trying to sell things on the side, going through everything in our house. I don't have a whole lot of time to work on all that stuff, but we're going to do what we can as we can and do the best that we can, and that's what matters, right? So that is our April budget. What does your guys' budget look like, and what are you scrimping on? Like, I don't know, like, yeah, there's always sacrifices and stuff, and if it comes down to it, then like I'll use my spending money for my copay, because going to the physical therapy and stuff is more important than buying that cup of coffee or whatever. So, but we'll see what we have to do when the actual income comes in, and that will be one of my next videos. I also have a purchase that I got last month with my spending money. Well, I say last month, but it's actually this month. So for the month of March, and I will be posting those as well, which I'm really excited about. So I will see you guys later, and please leave a blue heart if you guys made it this far in my video. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate your guys' support. If you guys think that there's another area that we can improve on that I'm missing, because when you're outside of the situation, sometimes you notice things that we don't always notice when we're in them. So I would love insight and ideas if you guys see any areas where I could work on making some improvements. Thank you very much for joining my journey. I will see you guys next time. Stay magic.